More playoffs, which means more picks. What is up, Finn and football fans? Divisional round starts tomorrow. So better late than never, giving you my picks for divisional round playoffs. But today's video and the divisional round sponsored to you by BetUS. I'm going to be using their app to show you the spreads. We'll also go in and look at a lot of these cool, apps that they have. But use the link; it's the top link in the description. Click on that. If you first $100 deposit gets matched 125%. BetUS, fantastic app. They cover everything: martial arts, soccer, tennis, golf, baseball, ice hockey, basketball. Ice hockey, it's just called hockey, BetUS, and football. So BetUS, thank you so much for sponsoring today's picks video. So yeah, we're gonna go through BetUS. I'm gonna show you how cool their app is. We're gonna go off of their spreads, all that good stuff. And let's jump into it. Let's start picking the divisional round. So again, 125% sign up bonus with a minimum of $100 deposit. Click the link in the description below. So let's jump into this and let's make some picks. So yeah, this is the BetUS app, and we'll look here. This is promotional money. Don't be thinking I have $10,000. I do not have $10,000. This is promotional money, so I can show you how this app works. Because if I had $10,000 to bet, I wouldn't be betting. I have the kitchen to pay for. So we're going to start with the 4:30 game on Saturday. We have the Jacksonville Jaguars heading to Kansas City. Kansas City's giving 10.5. Over under 52.5 points. Kansas City's giving 10.5 to Jacksonville. Straight up, I want to take Jacksonville. You know the Trevor Lawrence situation? Do you know how he doesn't lose on Saturdays? All right, here's the thing. Straight up, I'm going to take Kansas City, right? Kansas City's home. Trevor Lawrence and that whole doesn't lose on a Saturday thing. It's really cool, but I don't know if that's going to transfer over here going into Kansas City. Straight up, I'm taking Kansas City. But that point spread, I'm taking Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville gets close to that 10-point spread. Then we have the Giants heading to Philly. Philly's giving 7.5. I also think this game will be closer. And I wouldn't be surprised if the Giants win this one. Giants backups the last week of the season faced Philly's starters and had a very good fight. If I'm going with the point spread, I'm taking the Giants. I feel like you know what? I'm going upset here. I'm going Giants straight up as well. I'm taking the Giants in this one. I think they're going to play hard. I think Saquon's going to do his thing. And yeah, I'm going Giants in this one. I have Giants beating the number 1 seed. Then we have the Cincinnati Bengals heading to Buffalo at 3 o'clock. I'll be live streaming this game. Buffalo's giving 5.5. I think this game is going to be super interesting. Cincinnati kind of struggled a little bit against the Ravens. The Buffalo Bills struggled against the Miami Dolphins. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game, 49.5 over-under. I'd probably go over on that one. I think Jamar Chase and all these guys are going to play really well. And I think on the flip side, Stephon Diggs, Josh Allen, I think they're going to play really well. 5.5. Spread-wise, I'm actually both. I'm taking Cincinnati in this one. I think Cincinnati is going to win this game. I think Josh Allen's going to try to do too much. And I really do like the defense of Cincinnati going up against Buffalo. The Buffalo had so many turnovers against the Dolphins' depleted defense. And you're going up against a pretty good Cincinnati defense. I'm going to go Cincinnati in this one. So I have Giants, Chiefs, Cincinnati, and then the final one, Dallas versus San Fran. Talk about the 50th anniversary of the perfect season. You got this old school rivalry, the Cowboys versus the 49ers in San Fran. It's only a 4.5 spread. So for me, I think it's going to be a touchdown win game. Can the Cowboys? They beat that skid that they had against Tom Brady, never beaten him. Can the Cowboys go into San Fran and beat Brock Purdy and the San Francisco 49ers? See, and this is where like that 4.5 is a good spread because the Dallas Cowboys have a good defense. So does San Fran. Brock Purdy is just doing Brock Purdy things, which essentially what I mean by that is they're not asking him to do too much. Guys open, hit him. Make the reads, do the throws. Upset. Another upset. I'm going Dallas, even with the spread. So my picks for this week. Well, before you get to that, let me just show you everything else. So we go back to football. And you see here, you can do prop bets, right? So you could do the Bills prop bets, over under money lines and stuff like that. You can also do extra point specials. Cowboys versus if Brett Maher misses an extra point, how will he miss it? They have everything on here. Heisman Trophy, draft, first overall pick. Who's he going to pick? They have so many different things. And like I said, they have all these different sports. So hit that link in the top of my description. BetUS. And when you deposit minimum $100, they match you 125%. So hit that link in my description and go over, check BetUS and bet responsibly, please. And you have to be 18 and older. So, but bet responsibly. So yeah, this weekend, my picks are the Chiefs over the Jags. I got the Giants over the Eagles. I got the Bengals over the Bills. I got the Cowboys over the 49ers. The only home team I have winning is Kansas City Chiefs. Other than that, I have upsets all week. I think Giants are going to have a good fight against Philly. I got Cincinnati beating Buffalo in a high-scoring one. And I got Dallas beating the 49ers. Comment below. Let me know what you guys think. If I picked 4 against your team, comment below. Let me know. And I'm going to get to one of you guys' comments of the day. And this comment comes from CTeach101. And he says, comment of the day. How realistic is it for us, I'm assuming he meant us, to sign Vic Fangio? And somebody else commented that as well. Why would he want to come to Miami? For one, I'll say, as a defensive coordinator, if I'm looking at a team that I'm potentially going to, latch onto as a DC, because again, right now he's a defensive assistant, not assistant, but like someone who gives his opinion on the Eagles. Can't think of the word right now. I'm looking at the offense, right? And the Dolphins have a very good offense, 11th ranked offense in the NFL. If they can fix that quarterback situation, whether it's Tua staying healthy or whatever they feel like doing, the Dolphins have a ridiculous offense. It's on their defense. And their defense was still with a ton of injuries, right? So if I'm Vic Fangio, I look, right? I have Javon Holland. I have Keter Kohu. I have Sealer. I have Wilkins. I have Chubb. I have Phillips. This is a pretty good defense. I just got to add a few pieces here and there. Nick Needham's going to come back. Trill Williams we're going to add. Brandon Jones is going to come back. This defense could be really good. I just need to move things around here and there. I need to put pieces in their place. I can make this defense ridiculous good. Add it on top of that offense. I can win a Super Bowl. He hasn't won a Super Bowl. He didn't win a Super Bowl with San Fran, and then he wouldn't won a Super Bowl with Chicago. So if I'm Vic Fangio, I'm looking at the Dolphins as a very enticing place. For one, Steve Ross is going to pay me. 2, it's Miami. 2, it's Florida, no taxes. The Dolphins are building something real special. There are few pieces if their safety, the secondary can stay healthy, they can build depth off of that, and then they get the linebacker and core back to where it should be. He might even come in and change it from a 3-4-4-3 hybrid to a 4-3. And have Bradley Chubb and have Jalen Phillips constantly have their hand in the ground and have Sealer and have Wilkins be that defensive tackle. All of a sudden, that defensive front is dangerous. Absolutely dangerous. So I don't see how this is not enticing for Vic Fangio or how it's not enticing for any of the defensive coordinators that the Dolphins potentially might go after. So again, to me, how realistic? I think it's as realistic as any defensive coordinator. I think if the Dolphins want Vic Fangio, they're going to go out and they're going to get him. A lot of the rumors out there are that Sean Payton kind of has him sketched in as his DC regardless of wherever he goes. Will he land somewhere? We don't know yet, but supposedly that's the thing. But if the Dolphins jump and say, hey, Vic, we'll give you a certain amount of money to come in and help us turn this defense back into what it used to be and match their top 11 offense, I don't see why he doesn't. But C Teach, thank you so much for the comment. Be sure to comment below, leave comment of the day in front of it, and kind of keep it like C Teach, right? Don't, if it's a paragraph, I'm not going to sit here and read the full paragraph to everyone. People are going to get bored. Leave it like a sentence or two. Hey, Doug, this, and that. And I'm going to read for comment of the day. But other than that, I will see you guys on Sunday, 3 o'clock. I'm going to do the Bills-Bengals live stream. But other than that, like usual, stay classy. And fins up.